I'm standing behind the new Headliner Malibu podium style DJ booth. This is an incredibly priced aluminum DJ booth that comes with carry bags, that has cable channels, built-in rack mount space, and a whole lot more. In this video, I'm gonna tell you about the important things you should know about this booth, my experience setting this up as my first podium style booth. I'm gonna compare it to the very popular Bun Booth, which costs quite a bit more, and then let you know whether or not I think this is a good buy and who this is best for. Let's get into it. So the Malibu is an entry into the podium style DJ booth trend. These things are very popular right now, and for good reason. They look beautiful, they are pretty easy to transport, they can be pre-wired with your cables, they have storage in the back, and they look way better than a banquet table. Now let's get some of the boring specs out of the way. What we have right here is a workstation that doesn't require predefined controller inserts. It's basically just a table with a lip around the edge, which is sufficiently deep to take even my big DDJ SZ2 without really seeing anything but the knobs above the surface. Depth-wise, up to the top of the lip, you're looking at just under 3.5 inches, and then width-wise, 39.25 and about 19.75 in depth. So I have, I think, the biggest DJ controller ever, or at least it feels like it, that SZ2, and it fits in here perfect with room to spare. On the back, you have a 18 unit, 19-inch wide standard rack mount unit where you can put wireless microphones, a power strip or power conditioner, and whatever other gear that you want to put in it. Another spec that people are going to care about with this booth is the weight. I've got that info here. The top is 36 pounds. At least this is from mixware.net. It is not on the Headliner site as far as I can find, but Mixware has the top at 36, the column at 34.5, and the base plate at 19 pounds. Now, Headliner, in an awesome trend that I hope to see more of, includes cases for both the top and the base. I love when my DJ gear comes with the cases, and they're very good quality. They're very thick padding. The zippers are awesome. They protect it well. They're snug, they're tight, and while the base plate does have its own kind of neoprene sleeve, it can be slipped in with the column to make a 2-bag system. Now, they also include your laptop stand right here, which is pivotable, it is height adjustable, and there are 3 different spots where you can place your laptop, depending if you want it in the middle or on one of the sides. This is also pivotable as well. I've got a 14-inch laptop right here, and there's extra inches on the sides to spare. Now, inside of the booth, at the back of the front lip, you do have 2 little slides, little cable notches that go down underneath, so you can pre-wire this booth. And Headliner does include some Velcro with 3M sticky cable management straps, and they also include some rack mount hardware if you want to put some stuff on the back of the column. Also on the column is a shelf. It's pretty sturdy. I wouldn't put really heavy things on there. Definitely could set some wireless mic receivers, your backpack, extra cables, adapters, whatever you need to. Setup and takedown of this booth is an absolute breeze. You just take the column bag, you open the top, you flip it upside down and pull the cover off. Take your base plate out of the neoprene sleeve, lay it down on the floor. There are little circular indents where you can notch in the column, so it's very easy to align it. And then there's just 2 quick release latches that hold the column to the base plate. Same with the top. You can open the center compartment of the case for the top, the countertop, lay it on top. You don't even have to take it out of the case. It will again latch into those circular indents, and then you can use the 2 quick release latches to hold it on. I had this set up, I checked the video on my phone where I filmed me setting this up, 2.5 minutes. It was very quick. I have one of those basic Amazon kind of fold out truss looking DJ booths, and it takes me longer to set up than this thing does, which is excellent. I absolutely love that they have the quick release toggles. You don't have to use screws, you don't have to use tools. It is very fast. Now, takedown is a little bit harder. Obviously, it's more cumbersome to get the case on and lift it off, but maybe adds a minute or so. It really is not a difficult process at all. Before I started filming this review, I put a post on the No Filter DJ group. Shout out Nick Spinelli for a great place to have discussion. This thing got like 26 comments asking you guys what you wanted to know about this booth. So I'm gonna go through some of those comments right now and answer the most common questions on here. Can you install another laptop stand, and where can you buy it? There are 3 holes. You definitely could install multiple laptop stands. I'm guessing you could reach out to Headliner and grab yourself a second one. They want to put their DMX controller. Great idea. Magnetic parts holes on the underplate to stick like Ape Labs lights to. Because this is aluminum, you cannot magnetic things to this. I have a flashlight with a really strong magnetic base here. Does not stick. Interestingly though, the front of the column is magnetic, which would lead me to believe that that is actually steel. The base plate is also magnetic as well. So maybe just the top is aluminum, which will account for some weight differences from the Bun Booth, which I'll talk about in a moment. Overall construction, do you think the metal will bend or dent easily? Up here, absolutely not. Super solid. I was dragging it around up here on the top floor. I kind of banged it around getting out of my car. It looks beautiful, it's very thick, and again, comparing to the Bun Booth, the metal feels of the same gauge. Now, the shelf on the back, I mentioned don't put anything super heavy on it because that does feel a little bit lighter weight, and if you had like all your weight in the center, I do think it would bend a little, but it feels similar in comparison to the other booth. Am I going to rack mount any gear to it? Yeah, eventually. I do think because of the weight of the column and the base in the bag being already, I think 60 pounds or something like that, 50 or 60 pounds, if you get a lot of rack mount stuff in there, it is gonna be a beast to move. So one or two things or a couple lightweight things, but if you fill that up with amps or something, it's gonna be terrible. People were asking if the Bun cart works with this. I don't own one, but the comments on the post say that it does, so hopefully that helps. Can you leave the controller in the top when transporting it? You cannot. It's not secured in here in any way. I guess if you wanted to jerry rig and like drill into the controller or something, void your warranty, whatever, I don't recommend that. But no, this is not meant to travel with the controller in the top unit. How sturdy is it when assembled? It's on carpet right now, and there's a little bit of wobble. When I have it down on the hard floors downstairs, no wobble at all, extremely sturdy, and the toggle bolts, which I showed earlier, you can actually adjust the tension just by twisting them in or out, and so you can really latch this thing on tight if you want to. Sturdiness, zero complaints. Are you going to do pre-wiring for faster setup? Absolutely. They do include the Velcro straps for that. I'm gonna have my XLRs, my power. I'm gonna put a power conditioner in the column or just a power strip tucked under the lip, which is how I have it right now. And yeah, everything will just pop on, plug in, super easy. Someone asked how deep the base is for your rack mount stuff. From the racks to the back, you're looking at about 12 inches, okay? So if you wanna put rack mount stuff in it, it can't be super duper deep. And lastly, can the bag for the base handle a good amount of X-ray once you start rack mounting stuff? I would say no. The bags are good quality. I think they're gonna hold up fine, but just like anything, it's just fabric. It's already pretty heavy as is, like manageable, but I do think if you loaded that up with 30, 40 more pounds, it would definitely strain those handles. And if you're just keeping it perfectly horizontal, maybe you're fine, but if you had any sort of like shearing stress on there, it would probably have issues. And of course, the question that everyone wanted to know, how does it compare to the Bun Booth? Well, shout out Joe Bun. He's the pioneer of these awesome aluminum portable DJ podium booths. I don't have one myself, but everyone I know that has one absolutely loves it, which is attested to by the fact that the one I borrowed to compare in this video is super well loved and has gone out to like, I don't know, hundreds of events. I'll have to ask Adam who lent it to me. But I'm gonna put the video of them side by side. You can see height-wise, they're pretty similar. Someone was commenting about, oh, I'm worried that this is gonna be too low. This is 36 inches high. It is exactly where I like my controller. If anything, it's a little higher than I have it sometimes. Like if you have had your controller on a banquet table, this is gonna be like way higher. It's perfect, it's right about like 90 degrees with my arms bent. That's right where my hands rest on the top of it. So those look similar. The dimensions are overall very similar. On the Bun Booth, I will say that it takes quite a bit longer to set up. I did have to screw in all the little thumb screws. The latches on this cut it in like half at least. The cases on the Bun Booth, I would say I like the exterior material a bit more. They feel just a little more canvasy, a little more rugged. These ones just have a more plasticky exterior. They're still very padded, but I think that the Bun Booth cases will hold up more over time. One of the big differences between this and the Bun Booth is the weight. The tops feel relatively similar. The bases, the columns, however, feel very different. When you pick up the Bun Booth one, it is noticeably lighter than this one. So if ultimate transportability and getting it in and out of your car without like lugging is important to you, the Bun Booth is definitely lighter and probably part of why the price tag is a bit higher. The Bun Booth, the big downside compared to this, at least in my mind, is the fact that you have to buy the inserts for it. You know, you'll see kind of how they have the racks inside of the Bun Booth that you can widen and narrow, and then you got to put the insert on the top. I think it looks a lot more professional, but I also think that that is a hassle. It's another piece that can get broken, and you have to get different ones if you use different controllers or send this out with different DJs in your company. So I like that this one is just a tabletop. Now, does it hide the wires as well? No. But honestly, from where you're at in the camera, you can't see any of my wires right now. And there's a ton of them back here. And that's because we really only are gonna see these if you walk up and are requesting a song and looking into the booth. Even from 5 feet away, you won't see below the lip of the booth, which is really nice. And you've got this ledge underneath where you can tuck everything out of sight, which is really great. And I kind of like the fact that people can come up and see all the stuff. Like, it looks beautiful when it's in a venue and it's in photos, but if people come up, they can kind of see what's going on, which is why these are popular now. We're not hiding behind facades anymore. We want to show off what we're doing. The standout feature from the headliner is the price. I mean, the construction is great. The portability is awesome. How quickly it goes together is a plus, but it is crazy cheap for what it is. If you don't have a podium booth, I think this is the #1 choice for you right now. If you have a Bun Booth, there is no reason to change. This is not significantly different unless you are plagued by the switching insert thing, but if you own one, you probably aren't already. And if you're a solo guy and your booth just goes out with you, that's not really an issue. And the weight savings might be worth sticking with the Bun. The Bun Booth is an awesome product and it feels really great, but this one is so affordable. It's just a no-brainer. Now, this is not a longevity video. I wanted to get this out so people could start comparing. I will be taking this to pretty much every gig that I do going forward. So you'll be seeing footage of this, and I will comment and do like videos in the future on how the coating holds up over time. It seems to be a really nice white powder coat, but who knows what 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years of DJing will do to it. So we will report back in the future. Now, if there's a question that I didn't answer, please comment it down below. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you here. People that watch the channel will notice that the studio has changed. I have moved to a new house and I have so many more videos coming. I'll be ramping up my DJ business once again, finishing medical school, relocating, starting a new job. So I'm gonna have more time available now to do DJ work, and so there's gonna be more content coming. I have speaker reviews coming, a new controller that's just barely announced on the way. There's gonna be a lot to see. So don't miss it. Hit the notification bell, like the video if you enjoyed what you saw, and leave your comment below with your thoughts on this booth and any other questions that you wanna have answered. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.